Bianconerizone live at 5. My name is Julian Gennady, and with me is Alejandro Foncello. It's a Militant Friday. I hope everyone's enjoying their weekend so far, wherever you are. How are you, buddy?
Great.
Great.
Go for a while.
Nice.
On no.
Today was better.
Today was better. Yeah.
Today,
Yeah.
in contrast to the whole turn, today was a little bit better with the whole 5 game or 4 game slate.
Excuse me.
The 4 games today were like generally better than the rest of the other days so far.
Yeah. Funny enough, the best game was probably on paper. I thought it was gonna be the worst game because at a like on Friday I started very late, so I was like, okay, I can watch a game. So I
Yeah.
checked yesterday. I'm like, it's Wales Iran. It's just my
Yeah.
luck. Like, but it was a good game. Like
Yeah.
it was a very good game. So strange. Like on paper, it shouldn't have been the
Yeah.
best game. But for me,
Some of
like
those some of those are like the most open, right? So like if you don't
it was
lock or
very
you
good.
lock with some quality and it's like, yeah, shit, someone's gonna take the game by the scruff of their neck and then turns out to be decent.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, so today in the World Cup, match day two or round two started in the group stage. I hope you're all watching and tuning along. The Juventus players. Before we start a debate, how do you think the Juventus players have fared so far?
yeah. Also, your video is coming out after this mechanics game, so that's gonna be. I hope you specified that in the video.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Okay. So you're safe. You're safe.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, we watched the mechanic game today, so I'm gonna say it's more in the balance, but still in favor of in my
Yeah.
opinion. Like Danilo played, Sandro played great, McKennie
Yeah.
played great today. Chesney had nothing really to do, so he was okay.
See, I thought he was good,
He was good, but like
and I
it wasn't
explained
that
why. So go watch my video. Yeah, go watch my video of why I thought he was really good.
but like he hadn't like it wasn't like he needed to make big time saves. He
No,
did what he
yeah,
needed to
yeah,
do. One moment he was shaky at the beginning, like
yeah.
where he was. I don't know what he was trying to do. He got a bit lucky there, but like Paredes, Di Maria, they were not good in my opinion.
No,
Vlahovic, who apparently is still injured, so that's not
yeah,
good news anyway. That's why he didn't start.
yeah,
It's it's 50-50. I'm gonna say, but more in the bounds of Rabiot. Oh,
yeah.
I forgot
It's
about
just
Rabiot.
yeah.
Yeah,
Rabiot,
he was amazing. Like,
Rabigot,
he was very good. But
and
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
So I agree with you. It's a lot of meh. It's like, oh, we did some good things, and then oh, we did some poor things. In terms of Juventus players, Kostic is hurt, so he didn't get any minutes. Bremer, no show. Milik played decent when he got on the field. Poland looks more like a team when he's playing, at least for the last 10 minutes I saw. Um, Still won't start tomorrow, I don't think. But yeah,
Yeah,
I just hope no one gets hurt, or like no one carries their injury for into the rest of our season. Like Vlahovic, I don't play, please. Or even Kostic, like just don't play if you're hurt.
yeah.
But
There
going
was a
back off
report.
your yeah, go.
No, there was a report about Vlahovic. Like, if it really doesn't get better, then he's kind of done. Remember, like the pre-Lazio game, there was
Yeah,
it was a misquote. People wouldn't believe me. Allegri basically said he didn't feel up for it, but Allegri meant like he's not fit. Like he's
yeah,
just not fit. And with the World Cup around the corner, I get it. Like, you're not fit.
yeah,
What do you need to do? He starts on the bench for, like, if he's fit, he starts.
yeah. Absolutely, he
He's
was
not
starting for
fit.
Serbia this whole time. Yeah,
Yeah, he's not fit. So people were giving him a lot of stake for a quote, a clickbait quote. I keep saying it, but whatever.
yeah.
It's not good news. Now Danilo's out.
He
Uh,
sprained his ankle.
yeah. So okay, it's not. If they make it into the next round, he'd probably be up for it. But it's not
Yeah,
positive news for us. Um,
yeah,
like Kostic again. I was actually looking forward to watching Kostic play because he was
yeah.
needed in that game yesterday, in my opinion, because nobody was pushing. Like,
No,
it was just bad from Serbia. Like, they got the ball, and the quicker they released it, the happier they were.
yeah,
It was pointless. Um, but yeah, I think Rabiot, for obvious reasons, he's playing well. He said it, so
You literally said it. He's
respect
done like
it.
2 interviews now. No, I know for sure. But like he's done so many interviews now saying, yeah, like listen, my contract's done.
Yeah,
I gotta be good.
I respect it. Like he could
Yeah.
have said some, standard things like I don't want. Not thinking about it. Like
Yeah.
clearly you are. Like it's
Yeah.
obvious. He said it, so I respect it. Like he's not, beating around the bush. Also, the club tried to sell him it last summer, so why would he?
Yep. No, absolutely. Phew. Well, going off talking about Rabiot, we're doing a little debate thing, or we're just going through a major talking point now, because throughout this World Cup, there's been, well, especially today, there's some big concrete news from decent sources talking about midfielders, not Rabiot, because Rabiot is going to do what he wants to do. Like we know that he's free to do whatever he wants to do. But Sergei Milinkovic-Savic's agent Mattia Kezman was been reportedly talking to Juventus at least 3 times in the past year. That's from Nico Shira, and I think we knew that, but this is like concrete evidence. This is starting to sound like the Vlahovic thing all over again. Before he eventually came.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
It's the same scenario, basically, or like
Pretty much the same scenario. The
Yeah.
agents were talking to Juventus in October for Vlahovic, last October, and then he came in January. What do you think's happening here?
Oh, I'll top it. We have been talking with him for years.
No, but like now it's a year and a half left in his contract. Now it's like he's 28.
Yeah. That's why I said like we were talking with him for years because we
Yeah.
want him. Like we want Savic.
Yeah.
I think that has been obvious for years. I remember the season we signed Pereira. We were linked with Savic, and then we went for Pereira.
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh, that's a long time ago. Yeah.
That's a very long time ago.
Yeah.
And the season after that, we were in talks with him again, and then it went to bat for a year, and then it came back. It's obvious we want Savic, and I think it's obvious that he is now at a point where like, okay, it's now or never. Like
Yeah. No, that's what my point was. With
Like,
a year and a half
it's-
left on his contract, 28 years old. Serie A, like he's doing what he's done what he has to do at Lazio. He's overripe, if that makes sense.
yeah, yes. I made the title, or like I chose the topic because I saw yesterday it was just a lot of reactionary statements, in my opinion, just on social media. Because before yesterday, everybody like, and let's not kid ourselves, was like, yeah, Savage. Remember the summer?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That doesn't change over 5 months. I'm sorry, he's having a great
No.
season, Lazio.
He
So
is.
it's reactionary. It's based on yesterday's game that people are now saying, "Oh, 40 mil is the max." I'm like, okay. If
Then
you
you're not
wanna-
getting him. Oh.
Yeah, it's Hanin. Yeah, Hanin was, but not just her. But like 6 months, everybody was, "Oh, it's him," and now he's playing well for Lazio. And now after yesterday, I saw some wild things, saying, "Oh, don't sign him. Just wait for him to free up. Like if you need to wait 1 year and a half, it's done. Forget about it. Go for someone else. We cannot wait
Yeah.
a year and a half. Like
No.
that's it. Like just forget about it. Then I don't want him. He's quality. Like based on
Yes.
yesterday's game, besides the backline,
He's decent in the first half.
Yeah, besides Milankovic and the guy who played in Belgium, I forgot his name, Pavlovic.
Pavlovic? Yeah.
They're all crap. Like they're all crap. Tadic, crap. Like
Yeah.
it's based on like I think it's reactionary because if you can get Savic, in my opinion, you get Savic. I know like Misa say get Gravenberg. I love him, but you have Miretti, Fagioli, probably Rovella. That's enough. Like
Yeah.
we need ready-made players around them. Like we need.
Yep.
Pogba is not going to stay fit. We know that. I'm not 100% sold on Locatelli personally because he has top games and then he has games where I'm like, what's happening to you? Like, that's not okay. Like, that's who he is at the moment in time. I need someone who I know he's going to be there. Forget about Europe.
Undeniable talent.
Yeah, forget about Europe. We need to set our footing in Serie A again. Like, that's what we need now. Before we even think about... We are in the Europa League for a reason.
Yep.
we're not gonna be in the Champions League final next summer, like next season. Like that's not gonna be the
No,
process we're
baby
in.
steps.
Yeah, we need to make baby steps, and he's gonna, in my opinion, he can be the reason we will be back, in command of Syria. I do believe that.
Yep. And Justin's been saying that for a while now, by the way.
Yeah, he's right.
Justin's
You need to
like,
take
yeah,
baby
Justin's
steps.
like, flop the Champions League. I don't give a shit about it. This year I was like, maybe we could do something, but obviously I was completely 1-5 wrong, losing to Israeli teams. But you can't deny an undeniable talent. That's been my thing the whole time. Like if he's available, you'll get him. That's been always my thing. And yes, I sent you that list today of all the under 23
Yeah,
talents.
Jesus Christ.
Crazy, the crazy amount of talent that I listed. I was like, it's Milinkovic-Savic. I'm sorry. Like I get there's a lot of young players that are promising, but like you mentioned, Fagioli, Rovella, Moretti. What's going to happen with them if you just get another? If you buy a young player, if you're buying the young player, you have to start like they get precedent over the other guys because you
Yeah.
spent money on these guys or on this kid,
Yeah,
hypothetical kid.
you have 3 youngsters. Like
Yeah,
that's good enough. Like I like Gravenberg. I do. Like I'm
Yeah.
on to them next. But I didn't expect to be sitting here and be like, Miretti Fagioli can play. Like they can play.
yeah,
They can grow into it. They don't need to play week in, week out. If you have a Savic, a Pogba, and a Locatelli in the team, they can grow. They can do their
Yeah.
thing. That's fine. But I thought, yeah, I saw a lot of people say don't sign him. I do believe it's based on yesterday's game because he's having a great season with Lazio again.
I think people are also thinking like seeing our midfield now and saying like, oh, it's getting better. It's like, I get it, but like, nah.
It's still not what it should be. Like let's be completely
Yeah.
honest. Like
Exactly.
it looks better because 2 months ago it looked shit. Like that's what it is. Like
Yeah.
it looked so terrible that you're looking at it now and you might get fooled and be
You
like,
think it's fixed? Yeah.
it's not fixed. Like because Miretti has off days, Rabiot was
Yep.
on a hot streak for the first time in 4 years or like whatever.
Yep.
Fagioli is having a good moment, but he can have a dip. Locatelli is for me up and down. Paredes hasn't
I'm
shown anything.
expecting a Fagioli dip because he's
Yeah.
21. He's never played it in top flight before.
So for me, that's not top. Like it's better than
Yeah.
what it is because it couldn't get any worse. Like it couldn't.
Yeah.
It was impossible to get any worse. So yes, it looks better, but it's not fixed. It's not fixed.
Yeah.
Like if we go with this midfield into next season, we're still not going to compete, in my opinion. Or like, we're probably going to compete, but not the way I want to compete in terms of be up there with Napoli now. Don't be
Yes.
7 points off. Like that's six. Yeah, you're still compete. Yeah, but let's say next season it's 6 or
incremental.
7.
Yeah.
It's still competing, but is it? Is it really?
I don't think. I think 6 points and more, it's not competing. That's 2 wins. If you're 2 wins worse than like that's not. You're not really close. Because then how many? Like if you think about it, you'd have to expect the other team to lose 2 games, and then you have to win your 2 games in hand. Like it's tough. You can't. I don't think that's close. Anything where like 5, 4 points, 3 points and closer, that's competing. But yeah, undeniable talent, Milinkovic-Savic. And then I think I did this on Tuesday when I went live. Rabiot's leaving, hole in midfield. You saw Ben Jacobs tweet out today that Tottenham's going to be all over Weston McKennie, which is crazy. I didn't think it was that like serious
No.
from
Kinda
what he
out of
says.
nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So those 2 are gone. I don't think we retain Paredes because the one obligation to sign him was making it far in the Champions League. That's done. So if you sell McKennie, you don't retain Paredes, and Rabiot walks. That's 3 midfielders gone. Rovella gets 1 spot, and now what? You're left with 2 empty holes.
you need to bring in a midfielder. That's obvious. Like
Yeah.
I know people like Hanina saying money spent. I get it. Like, but
If these guys, if we've seen our board say, if we want this guy, we will pay for him. We've seen that.
yeah.
I'm not saying we have an abundance, but I'm going on the lines of if this management actually thinks this guy is an undeniable talent and we want him, and it makes financial sense, they're going to get him.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna pay 70 mil. Like I don't think that's gonna
I'm not.
happen.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not saying that like 50
We
to 60,
shouldn't.
50
We
to
shouldn't. By the
55.
way,
No, yeah,
if the
it's a year
price
and a
is
half.
70
That's
mil,
crazy.
I'm not sitting here and say pay 70 mil, because if 70 is the price, then it's not gonna happen.
Step
Like
away. Yeah,
the club is not gonna do it. Like it's done.
yeah,
That's it. That's why there are like reports out there that you want to sign a deal with a clause for 50. That gives you an indication, because those things are coming from his camp. Basically, they're leaking
yep,
it. That tells you what the price is gonna be if the club will sign him.
yep.
Because
Lotito is in the mud here.
probably his agent's gonna tell Lotito, you know what? If he really wants to leave, it's good. We're not gonna sign a new deal. So it's 50. That's a reasonable price, or he's gonna walk on a free. Now Lotito
Yep.
is a madman, and I can easily see him say, "Okay, it's done," but that team needs fixing. So it's a lot of money to just be proud and say, "Screw you, Agnelli. You're not getting him." It's money. You need the money. Like like
Yep,
like Comiso did. Like he was talking all big. At the end of the day, it's 70 mil. You just take it and shut it up. Like that's your
yep.
revenue for a year. You just get it on a player. It is what it is. You take it. But yeah, of course, Lotito, like there's news Lotito is not gonna sell. Like he's not gonna leak news now in the media. I'm gonna sell. Like that doesn't make sense. Like that news will come out.
Well, you just said it like Camiso. He's like
Yeah.
all of January. He's like, I'm not selling that, and then January 27th, hey, I'm selling them.
Yeah, it's 70 mil. Like the player is like,
Yeah.
I'm not signing a new deal. Then, or you
Yeah.
do a crazy move, but then probably Saudi will be like, hold on, I need replacements. Like,
Yeah.
what's happening? Like, it's a difficult situation. But, and he said, I'm just worried we're going to get average players for other positions. Well, you can
We will.
strengthen the midfield or the left back, but then you get an average midfielder. Like it's give and take.
Also, we actually don't know what our formation is. And I'm gonna keep saying that.
That's what I said
don't-
a few days ago. Yeah.
We don't know if we're gonna do a 3-5-2 or a 4-3-3 or whatever. Like, people, Honey again is talking about Di Maria replacement. Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows what we're doing? If we're gonna play with wingers, then yeah, we need a replacement. But if we're gonna play with two up front, no.
I actually believe we are evolving to a 3-5-2. I actually believe that.
And that in
Wait.
that case, sorry, go ahead. Because Romeo
No,
Greci said something today, but go ahead.
No, because I saw Chiesa be pushed in that the striker role, whatever you want to call it. I see
Yeah.
Bremer coming out saying these things. Danilo being pushed back to a center back position in the back
Yeah.
three. Like all these, Kostic playing well in a five, whatever you want to call it, like in a five, yeah, playing better. Like all these small indications, I'm like, okay, is this a switch? Like, are we gonna switch it up one more time?
I think it's 3-5-2 because you saw early results. You saw Kostic as a left winger doing diddly squat, and then you saw him
Yeah.
drop back a bit, and then he was more productive. You saw how, I'll say how effective Sandro and Danilo are as center backs. The only issue is, and to Romeo Gressi's point, he said that the club is going to speak to Allegri about getting a wing back or a full back to address that position, and I'm assuming it's going to be the right wing back.
Probably.
And it was you. Is it you that said you're not a fan of Joachim Miley?
No, not.
No, sorry, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Like it's not good. He's not good enough, right?
Okay, so I watch him a lot, like week in, week
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Like he played here.
Yeah, in Belgium. Yep.
Yeah, he played. Like I watched him week out because he played for the club where I'm living. So I watched him.
Yep.
Won the league. He was amazing. Like unbelievable. Like
Yep.
as in his position, I've never seen anything like that in a very long time in this league. People might say it's the Belgium league, but Pavlovic played in the Belgium league. De Bruyne, Milinkovic-Savic, name it. So it's a good
Dejan
league.
Buchanan.
Yeah, so it can also produce crap players. But when he moved to Atalanta, I was like, he's gonna explode. He didn't.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he developed because I've watched him play. He didn't develop, and I'm like,
Decent for Denmark.
he's good for Denmark because
Yeah.
he plays different for Denmark. He plays the way he needs to play because he's a guy
Yeah.
who can push. He can do that entire line for 90
Yep.
minutes
By
straight.
himself.
No
Yep.
problem. No problem at
Steiner.
all. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I actually like. I said it years back. I'm like, he reminds me of Lichtsteiner. Like he keeps
Yeah.
going
Both
on
sides
that
too,
wing.
though. Like left or right, doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah. He can play. He can play both sides. He did that.
I'm just saying, obviously he's stronger on one side, but
Yeah.
the other side he could play as well.
But he has an engine, unbelievable. But when I
Yep.
watch him at Atalanta, I'm like, ooh, I thought that was a great move for you in that system,
Yeah.
and you didn't really convince me. So I'm scared. I'm like, is this a step? Like, is this a step a bit too high? And then I'm like, I watch him at Denmark. I'm like, nah. Like he plays at a good level at Denmark, and it's at the top level, you know, Euros and all those things. So
Yep.
I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. But if the price is 50 mil or something like that, then
1-5.
yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
not fit like
Well, I don't know. I
15,
just want to make it clear
17.
for
I
other
think
people.
that will be the price. I think because he doesn't play.
Is that too much?
No, I think that's fair.
Okay.
Like that. If that's the price, I'm like, okay. If you get me a Savic, you add him.
Yeah.
You get me a center back, a good one to play alongside Bremer for the coming years. I'm like, I can deal with it.
So let's say
But I'm not
Let's say you-
jumping when I hear that
Yeah.
name. I'm like, oh, excited.
yeah. Well,
Like, when
again, what players will jump at you as a wing back? Realistic.
I haven't looked like it's for me. It's a difficult position.
Estupinian.
No, but when yesterday I saw Singo, I'm like, okay. I like when I hear a name like Singo, I'm like, okay. I like Singo. Like I like what he's doing.
He wasn't starting a lot for Torino though.
Excuse me?
He wasn't starting a lot for Torino.
But he's good. Like every time I watch him play, I'm like,
No,
yeah.
I get it, but like he hasn't been starting for what's it
Yeah, I know. But like every time I watch him play, I'm like, okay, like I like what I
Yeah.
see. But it's not that I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my God, Single, we are back in it. Because these players will need time, in my opinion. Because they're
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
the finished article. Miele should be. Almost. He isn't. That's why
Yeah.
I'm scared a little bit.
How is he's like what, 24, 25?
I think he's a little bit over. Oh no,
Is
wait,
he
wait.
older than that?
Oh, it could be 25. It could be.
Um,
It's been a while.
the only reason I say that because if you're 25 and you're going from Atalanta to Juventus, and you're going to be in a team full of obviously better players technically, I think he almost might just get better through osmosis at that point. Like he goes from playing a hard working system in Atalanta where Gasperini just like chug, let's get the train going, to obviously Allegri is kind of more of a defensive coach as well, but if you just let him breathe a bit, I think he'll be better.
Yeah, I agree. But like, he's a defensive coach. But like, look at Lichtsteiner under Allegri.
That's what I mean. That's
He's
my
bombing
point.
forward.
Yeah,
Like
that's my
Alexandro,
point,
when he
though.
was in the prime, he
Yeah.
was bombing forward. Like, so I don't know. And I didn't say they don't want to sell in Atalanta in January. I wasn't talking about like Milan for January. No, like I was talking for the summer. I don't think they're gonna let him go. Like for January, you're gonna get crap names like Castor, and then you know.
What if I
Right.
said, or what if Carabini goes to, I don't know who, Atalanta sporting director, but he goes and says, yo, loan from January to July or June, and then we'll pay you 20 million.
No, I don't. I think they want a replacement. I think that's why they're
Okay.
not gonna sell. I think that's the reason, not because they're like, oh, they're in competition with us. I don't think they're looking like they need a replacement. I think that's the reason. So I wasn't considering him in January. Like the only name
Yeah.
is Castor because he's on loan. You like it's done at Roma, you know. Like he didn't show
Yeah.
up. Mourinho called him out, which is kind of
That
low,
was
but
funny.
whatever. Yeah, but like, whatever. But at that point, I rather sign nobody.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking. I know Romeo's tweeting. I do think we're gonna do something in January. I don't know what it is. I have
Yeah.
actually no idea
I-
what it is. But
I actually think I smell Vlahovic again, but like not in the sense of not because Vlahovic was kind of out of the blue. This is more like, oh my God, people are actually talking about it right now a lot. And I think McKennie leaving and knowing that Paredes isn't staying and Rabiot's probably going, I think they're going to jump on it.
I don't think Lazio are gonna do that mid-season.
Be crazy though.
If it happened, it would be crazy, but like it doesn't really make sense for Lazio. They're competing.
Yeah, but did it make sense for Fiorentina?
Yeah, they were not competing for anything. Like,
True.
they were just going through the.
Well, is Lazio in Europa League, or are they in the other one?
In the Conference League, I think.
Are they in
But
Conference
they
League?
didn't. They didn't make it, right? Or like they were kicked out of the Europa League and went to the. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like fine or top that group on the last day. I'm not sure. One of the two. And Fiorentina ended up getting the Conference League, I think. But like at that point in the season, it was like,
Yeah.
Like looking at the team, you're not going anywhere. Also, he was free in the summer. Not free in the summer, but like he came out and said, "I'm not signing a deal." Like Savic hasn't done that so far. Like Vlahovic did that back then. Like it was well known he's not going to sign a deal. For Savic, it's I don't know. Unless in the next weeks it comes out, his agent made it clear he's not signing a new deal. Then okay, you never know.
Yeah.
But
I like a name that I like Jeremy Frimpong. Someone
play.
mentioned him. I think I can't scroll up right now. I don't really want to scroll up. But someone mentioned Jeremy Frimpong. He's on my list for the World Cup, but he hasn't played a minute yet for Holland. Maybe he should because Denzel Dumfries is a disaster.
I told you.
And he's brutal.
He's
so maybe Jeremy Frimpong, like if Holland won today and they had 6 points, I bet you Frimpong would have started the third game and he would have taken that position over for the rest of the tournament. But shit happens, right? You let Ecuador outplay you. Holland is what I'm saying. So, but I like Frimpong. I don't know. I like it's such a niche position, wing back, that how do you address it with a big name? Like what big name is a wing back? Hakimi? We're not getting Hakimi.
Yeah, but like the way football is going, I don't really need a big name.
That's what I know. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why you go get the undeniable talent in Milinkovic-Savic.
Yeah,
that was my point. Like
I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah. So, Justin's saying Julian needs to claim no chance Juve sign SMS in the winter. I know I need to say that. Let's get to the January. I'll say that. The ultimate jinx.
Yeah. That was
it was literally like 3 minutes before I read it.
I know.
That is crazy. That was the craziest thing. I was like, "There's no way."
It was on a Thursday. I remember that.
Yep. Yeah. That was so quick. Oops, hold on, my dog's in the way. So what the debate question was for us, it was, do we want Milinkovic-Savic or what do we do in midfield? What was the point?
Okay, no, so it was also go for someone else. Sign Savic or keep
In midfield?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I saw a lot of people saying renew Rabiot is cheaper. I'm like, okay, maybe if you do the numbers, it could be cheaper, but he's playing well for a few months now. Like, what about the previous years? Like
3 years.
I cannot be like if he had a down year last season and the first 2 seasons were like this one, I'm like, okay, he had a down year for some reason, he picked it up, fine. But that's not the case. No. It's not the case. He's saying why he's playing well now. Like, he's saying it.
Yeah.
He's saying it.
So go ahead.
Isn't that a bit worrying that he's actually thinking like that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
He's saying that I want to sign this guy to a multi-year extension at big dollars or euros, whatever, because he's playing good for 5 months in a contract year where he's literally said, "Hey, I need money. I need to play good."
Yeah.
and then you see the teams chasing it. It's Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, we're out. Firstly, we can't compete with them. Secondly, I don't want a guy who's going to play well for a year in a 4-year contract. That means you're playing well for 25% of your contract. That's not good. That's not
Yeah,
productive.
it's worrying.
So I'm over, like, Rabiot, play well, get us to where we have to go this season, and then sayonara. Peace out, buddy. Just like people saying, Sandro, oh, look at him in the World Cup. Yeah, great. See ya in the summer. Like, you're out.
Yeah, I said the same thing in my, I think yesterday's video. Like, if you play well, great. Sandro, great. Even Cuadrado, McKennie, play well. Help us out until the end of the season, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's done. Like, it's done.
Yeah.
If you can help us out, one last hurrah. Same for Sandro. Like, he's playing for a contract somewhere else.
Exactly. Yep.
And he's playing better. It is what it is.
Yep.
So, good for us. Whatever.
Sheltered minutes at Juventus, but in Brazil, like, it's going to be his fault if they lose. I think. Like, look at that team. That team is unbelievable. By the way,
I know he's the easy blame. Same for Danilo.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. But when I watch Rafinha, I'm like, you're crap. Like,
yeah, he's crap.
Like, I don't know what he was playing. I'm like, why? Like, he couldn't beat this man.
Isn't Anthony like better?
Yeah, well, I tweeted out because I don't watch a lot of Barcelona. I'm like,
Yeah.
did he play a good game this season? And people were saying, yeah, a few, 1, 2, 3. I'm like, yeah, so no. That's not what you paid that money for. He wasn't playing well, and he wasn't getting stick. There were still people saying, Alexandro, are there not better fullbacks in Brazil? I'm like, that was not the issue yesterday. Like, Rafinha was poor.
Yeah.
So I agree. Like, if something goes wrong, it's gonna be Sandro. Like, he's gonna take the blame.
Yeah.
All those things. But
Also, that team needs defensive solidity and solidity.
They do.
Sorry, and those two are going to bring it. Danilo and Sandro will provide that. Like, you think Dani Alves playing these next 2 group games?
no,
Like what?
he's there just for the vibes. Like, you saw him on the bench.
So-
like,
So who's playing right back on I guess Monday? Hey, boo, relax.
I don't know.
Who's playing right back? Is it Militao?
Probably.
And then people are going to be screaming, like, saying, "Oh, what the hell happened?" when they concede a goal.
Yeah, I don't rate Militao defensively. I don't think
Yeah.
he's that good defensively. I'm sorry,
Yep.
but whatever.
So there's still a lot of roster turnover to be had in this team before we get a good idea of this 3-year plan, which is now a year and a half in. Correct?
Yeah, and next summer is also gonna be complete. Like, because, like, Di Maria, like, you're gonna need to replace. Like, it's coming, like, just based on the players who are leaving on a free,
Yep.
or like on loan. The loan is end. Like, 4 or 5 new players are just coming in automatically. It's a new
Yep.
adaptation. All those things. It's not gonna be. I don't want to say that. Easy.
You need time
like,
to gel.
Yeah, like
Chemistry.
Yeah, all those things. Like, it's gonna be all over again. That's why I want someone who knows the league. Knows how to play in Syria.
Absolutely.
That will help us, in my opinion. I don't want.
Absolutely.
Okay, I don't want. Like, I want quality players, but, like, I don't think if you bring in 5 players from a different league, it's gonna help us big time
Nope.
like, quickly. I think we need some certainties. We have a lot of uncertainties. Like,
Do you sell
Rugani-
Ravella for a 30 million euro bid to
I need-
City?
yeah, like, that's not gonna happen. Like, to the Juve, like, I wait like every day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 1 a.m. my time. They come out with a new story. I need to make a collage out of, like, or how do you want to call it?
Collage. Yeah.
yeah,
A
collage
picture.
out of
Yeah.
They never got one right. It's unbelievable. Like, their track record is hilarious. Like, the craziest stuff comes out at 1 a.m. to Juve every single day. I don't believe. And
I
also,
wonder what it's going to be tonight.
also the translating on, I didn't tweet it out, but other
Yeah.
people, the translation wasn't 100% correct. But whatever. It is what it is. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay. So
And also, no, I wouldn't. I want to see him.
yeah, that's fair. So you think Paredes is going back, Di Maria's leaving, Rabiot's leaving, Sandro's leaving, Quadrado's leaving. That's 5 already. I
Yeah.
haven't even gone through like the whole roster yet.
Milik,
I
not
think
sure. He's
I,
on loan.
I think they're gonna keep Milik.
Anking?
I think so. That means you don't have to add to the attack, and that in there. I'm not saying that's the right thing. I'm not saying that at all. Don't don't do that.
No.
But
Yeah, I'm doubtful. No,
I
no,
think
I know.
I think they're gonna say let's redeem Milik, and that's our forward set for the next season, and they're okay with that. And I'm like, I get it. They're all gonna contribute goals, which they have, but is it good enough? But that's not the point because we need better players in other situations. But that's 5 already that are just leaving for free, not even counting people being sold. So do you throw McKennie in that list to be sold? I think so.
Yeah. Same for Rugani. I think it's done. They're gonna force him out. It's 1 year left. They're basically
That's
gonna bag him
in
to
July.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not gonna happen. But Bonucci's up in the air apparently, and I was getting that feeling because he was getting benched way too much when he was fit.
Yeah.
When he was not injured, I'm like,
Where does he go?
MLS with Chiellini.
Oh.
Chill.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying there's an offer, but like, chill.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like, if he gets an offer, the club will probably go, yeah, you can go. We don't need a transfer fee. Just, take your wages and see you later.
Yeah.
Because that was the feeling I was getting before the World Cup break. I'm like,
Yeah.
Usually I expect him to start whatever. Like, playing badly every single game, whatever.
Yeah.
But he's getting benched. Deserves, like, it's not, I'm not saying he should be playing week in, week out because he's not proving he can play week in, week out. But I think it's significant under Allegri, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, you're right. The fact that they went 3 Brazilians, and then Gatti saw 3 Brazilians in the game against Inter, right?
Yeah.
At the back, and then against Lazio they used Gatti, Danilo, Bremer. Bonucci didn't play.
Also, you need, I'll keep saying it, you need to get the next one in who can play alongside. Like, we didn't do that with the Lake.
Yeah.
We replaced Lake with Bremer. We need to get the next one in. We need to build a partnership again because it's the Lake with Chiellini.
But okay, so
with
when you say partnership, now it's 3 at the back.
Okay, yeah, I know, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But whatever, like, we need to build something, even if it's 3 at the back. Bonucci, Chiellini, Barzagli. We need to build something, and if one of those is an aging Danilo, I get it. Like, Barzagli was aging at a certain point. He was still amazing. I'm not saying Danilo is that good.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that. No,
it's not. It's not that. But like, you need to build something, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Gatti is that guy. I think for now he's a good squad player. If he
that's what I was gonna say.
Improves, great. The sense I'm getting, he's not gonna be that guy, but you never know. But as a squad player, I get it. Like, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. But you need to get the next one, man. The next guy in. Like, you cannot miss that boat one more time.
And it needs to work stylistically and like just balance wise. I think it needs to be a left-footed center back.
Yeah, that's what Romeo said.
Oh,
They want a left-footed.
when did you say that?
I was watching one of his goal things. I don't know, it wasn't last week or the beginning of this week. One of the two. Last Friday or this Monday, I'm not sure. But he said like they want a left-footed center back.
Good.
But they need
Smart.
one. I think that's obvious.
As soon as it's smart, yeah.
That's why we were linked with the other guy in the summer.
Indica?
No.
Pau Torres?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. No. I think it's going to be a low cost
Somebody asked if
transaction.
Pavlovic is left-footed. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know out of the top of my head. I don't know.
You know what that guy strikes me as? A Serbian Chiellini who just doughhead and just powers through.
When he
strong.
When he played over here, I'm like nah.
Yeah.
I watched him play yesterday. I'm like, oh boy, that's good, you know. But
Like
then
he's
again,
physical, strong, shit with the ball at his feet though.
yeah, yeah. I
And that's
mean,
fine. I'm not saying that's a criticism. Like if you could play like a Chiellini, I'm not saying he's gonna be one, but like if you're no nonsense and you actually have if you're like a Vidic or like have that mentality, why not?
yeah, he's good, but
Especially if you're
again,
covered by Bremer. Like
yeah, I'm not sure what they want. Like you said, like the formation. I don't know.
that's what I mean. That's my whole
It's
point.
very
That's
early,
from the
so
beginning of this. Yeah.
we're getting linked with everyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You
Because
can make a
like
laundry list of that.
yeah, because it's easy. We need so much. Like you said, like
Yeah.
5 players or 4 players are just walking on a free. So yeah, it's easy to link us with everyone. Like we
Yeah.
need those players. Period. Like you cannot, there's no ifs and buts. I'm
Yeah.
scared because we missed out on Champions League money for the next round. So I'm
Yeah.
scared for what's coming. Basically, I don't
Yeah.
know.
They need to secure top four this season, or if they don't, we're like toast.
100. Yeah, of course. Like the way they ended the season, um, ended before the break, you assume they're gonna get it. You would assume they will power through it.
Yeah,
The way Lazio, like we played Lazio, like
they sucked.
yeah, they had like we were playing him. We didn't talk about that Lazio game because we didn't record anything. That was
No.
the first time this season where I felt like I felt years back from
Yeah.
start to finish. I'm like, the first minute, like, let's
Yeah.
say the first 5 minutes, I'm like, we're gonna win this game easily. Like it's gonna be just
Yeah.
just do our thing, and like how I felt years back where I'm like, I watched the first minutes of the game. I'm like, it's done. We won this game.
Yeah.
That was the first time I had that feeling in a year and a half at least, and we won it easily.
Yeah. Like
So-
no sweats at all.
No, I was like, yeah, we were in total control. Like that goal is coming anytime soon. It's coming, whatever. So based on that, like we should assume like we're gonna get it. Atalanta are falling apart, as it seems.
Yeah.
We had our bad moment. You would expect the others are getting their bad moment now.
True. Yep.
So
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't get it, that's a disaster.
Yeah. Seriously.
Who
though.
is it? It's Napoli, and it's like Milan.
Milan.
It's not that you're looking at Milan. They lost. We lost because we didn't show up to play that
Yeah.
day. I'm still pissed about it. But when you look at Milan, you're not like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we are. Oh my god, but I'm only watching a Napoli. I'm like, yeah. They're just too good this season. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But when I look at Milan, Inter, Lazio, Roma, Atalanta, I'm like, yeah, if you don't get it, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the teams are all the same. Like we're all like this.
Yeah.
Everybody, I haven't said this once yet, but like the video. Crazy Ray said, "Who's that guy playing right back for Canada?" I like the Canadian shoutouts. He was pretty solid defensively and could deliver crosses. That's Alistair Johnson, and that guy's going to Celtic. So there you go.
At the World Cup, like a lot of people, like what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, the hype.
When you single them out, you're like, yeah, no,
No. Yeah.
it's you cannot do it. But they play well.
Alistair
think-
Johnson. Imagine Alistair Johnson came to Juventus. I would not. I would be like, this is crazy. I get he's Canadian. I would like it'd be like, haha, but like, he'd be enemy number one with the fans after a bit.
I think was it the Mexico? No. Yeah, it was a Mexico coach talking about Canada. No,
For what?
saying it was the best performance of the first round.
Did he say that?
Yeah, it was.
They have the most expected goals.
Yeah, insert the Allegri smile. Like it didn't work.
Yep. Yeah.
But
By the way, I remember how you said like there's no end product, which I agree with. There was no end product on Wednesday or whatever, whenever they played Wednesday. Jonathan David's conversion rate or shot on target rate is over 50%. Like He was so. And I looked at that stat, and that's through his league in career. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
what happened?
Wow. Like people probably will call me crazy. I think his confidence got crushed when Alfonso Davis took the pen away.
Yeah,
I actually believe
that's
that.
what I said to my buddies too. I said we're all watching. I'm like, why is David not taking this? A,
I
B.
know
Yeah, go
it's
ahead.
the biggest stage. He's a
Yeah,
big star, but like I think you should know as a big star. I'm like you should know like I don't take pens. Like it's
yeah.
that
Give
guy,
it to the
you know.
forward.
It's
Yes,
that guy. So
the left back or the designated left back at Bayern Munich should not be taking the penalty. I'm sorry.
yeah, like technically ability, yes, but like if you don't take a pen, like
Yeah,
it is what it is. Like you
against
can
the
have
best goalie in the world.
yeah, he is. It was a
Yeah,
crap pen. Probably
horrible.
Pinsolia would have stopped that if he
Yeah.
just chose the right angle. Like it was bad. Like it is what it is. You need to choose the right angle and you have it. Like you, just,
Yeah,
it was bad. But I believe it crushed his confidence a little bit. I don't know if that
100%.
was decided on the spot.
So against Japan, they got a penalty in a friendly, and Jonathan David let another player take it in the 90th minute. I don't know if you've
So
seen it, but he chipped it down the middle, and then the goalie flubbed it into his own net.
so I
But
think so. It's decided on the spot.
it probably
That's never
that
good.
can't be it. I think they'll learn from that next time if they get a pen.
I
I think he just has to go take the ball and say, "Hey, this is mine. Put it down. Shoot."
I think it should be the coach and be like after the game. I don't know. I still confused how these things happen.
Yeah,
Like I'm 100% sure they know he's like it's David.
yeah.
I don't get it. Again, nobody's gonna step up to Alfonso and be like,
Admit
"What are
what
you doing?"
happened. Yeah,
Like that's
yeah,
that's on the like that's not gonna happen. Um, but I think it crushed the confidence, not from the team because they play well, but
yeah.
like in front of goal, like I tweeted, I was like watching three Moratas up top, and Morata having an off day. Like was what I was watching. It was poor. The
And usually they're
finishing
so good.
and
They're so
decision
good though.
making, it
Yeah.
was everything was good up to the final third, and then it fell apart. Which
Also, you gotta think like that team going forward, Canada, they'll be very good in the 2026 World Cup. This is like a building year or building competition.
yeah, you will learn from this.
Yeah. Like
Like
Davies is 22, David's 22,
I think
Buchanan's 23.
USA learned today because
Yeah.
they they got the message that you cannot burn the energy in the first half because then you get cooked
Yeah.
by Wales, so let alone by England. So they manage their energy and they play well. Like they saw it out.
Had midfield
Should have
trios.
won.
Wow.
Yeah, that midfield three shouldn't have dominated, but they did. Um,
I'll tell you what, I said Yunus Musa a while ago. I
yeah,
said that. And Tyler Adams is I don't know why he left Leipzig. No idea
because of
why.
the coach. The coach.
No, I get it.
Okay.
But like you're playing Champions League, you're doing all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
You
I
went to
get
the
it.
Prem like mid table. No, where are Leeds? Bottom, mid.
They're
I don't know.
picking up steam now.
Yeah, but yeah, that midfield trio, I like them.
It looked like he could play another game. I don't know what he took, but
Yeah,
he was
he's like that all the time though. Like he's Tyler Adams, even for Leipzig when
yeah.
remember when he scored in Champions League knockout games against like. That's why it blew my mind. I was like, can't you go to somewhere else that's better? But you're right. The coach is American, so
No, but he coached him at New York, right?
yeah,
And he coached him at Salzburg, so like, he's
Yeah.
going where the coach is
Yeah.
going. Basically, it's like a Conte thing with some
Yeah.
of those players. But um, um, yeah, what I didn't like about Canada as a coach after a game, like you don't say that. Like you're still playing Croatia. Like you're not playing Costa Rica. Like with
you
all
know
due
what?
respect.
You know what the thing is? He was so
He's
honest
high.
in the interview. He was so
Yeah.
honest. He shouldn't have been honest in the interview. Like say that to your team in that huddle or whatever you got. Like they did the gay huddle too or whatever. But like like they did the Juventus huddle special. But man, don't say that in an interview right after. Don't say exactly what you said. Just be more like he used to coach the women's team. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I knew. I knew.
And he was just as expressive in his interviews and talking about all that stuff too. And nobody really cared, obviously,
Yeah,
because
it makes
it's not the
attention.
biggest stage.
Yeah.
Um, but now you're on the biggest stage. You're about to play a
Yeah,
top
it's
10, 15 team again. That's probably better than Belgium at this point.
I couldn't believe. So I looked it up. I saw the quote, but it's Twitter, so I'm like, yeah, it's a meme
Yeah.
thing. I looked it up. I'm like, oh, he said it. Not good, because
No.
you're not sure Canada can replicate what they showed on that,
No.
because
And they shouldn't, by the way. They should not do exactly what they did
no, but
against
like, have
Belgium.
you seen
Yeah.
Canada play this well?
Have I? Yes.
Yeah, when? How long was that ago?
January.
Okay, that's a year.
Yeah. Well, they don't play a lot, so.
Yeah, but like you said, the last games were not good. You know.
Oh no, they played decent against Japan. They didn't do well against Bahrain. They didn't do well against Uruguay, but they did well against Japan.
They were exceptional, but
Yeah.
you cannot be sure you can replicate that. Like England
Yeah.
didn't replicate that. I
No.
know it's a different team, but like still, like they
Yeah.
they look like a completely different team. Like you cannot
Yeah.
say for certain you're gonna replicate that. So I think he's putting a lot of pressure on the players.
Yeah. No, I agree. And that's
Still
what
a
our
very young group.
one of our analysts pundits who used to play for the national team said the same thing. He's like, I don't know why he said that. I don't
He's
know why he
hyped.
admitted it. Yeah.
He's hyped. Like I'm probably pissed he lost that game.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know how it is. He's angry and like, yeah, we're gonna win the next game. Damn it, you know. But it's not the same thing, because like Croatia, they probably like Belgium. They're not gonna press you and all those things.
No.
But they have quality. Like they do.
Oh yeah.
They can hurt you. If you're
Yep.
gonna press them, they have quality to get under. You know, they can play out of that press easily. I think
Quite
better
easily.
than Belgium at this point.
That's exactly it.
I
Those
do-
three midfielders. Yeah.
I do believe they can do it better than Belgium. That Belgium on I don't know, what was it, Thursday, Wednesday, like they were horrendous. They're not that bad. Like I said, they're not that good, but they're not that bad. They had a complete off day. They
Yeah.
had no idea what was happening. Like I don't
Yeah.
think they were expecting it. I wasn't expecting it.
I was.
Not like that. I'm like, yeah, they're a young.
Not to
team,
that
they're gonna
extent,
get-
but I was expecting that to happen.
Yeah, I'm like, they're gonna come for it, you know. But like,
Yeah.
it's gonna go like in the second half. It was last, but like they were still in command of that game.
Yeah.
But they didn't expect that. Like after the game, they were honest. They had no idea what happened. They
Yeah.
won. You take that win and you run with it.
Absolutely.
Like Italy has done
Doesn't
that
matter
in
if you
the
played
past.
well. If you lose, you lose.
Yeah, like Italy has done that in the past, and
Yeah.
ends up winning things. We didn't.
Yep.
We have done the Juve.
Yep.
You just take the win and you shut up. That's
Yep.
what you do. Because it's 3 points, and that's what matters basically. Because now it's do
Exactly.
or die for Canada.
Yep.
It's do or die, you know. But they play well. Like they surprised me. They actually did.
Okay. What players would you take on that team? But don't say Davies, because obviously.
Oh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna take it.
No, it's okay.
Like I
Yeah,
said-
you can be honest like that.
No one at this point.
People in the chat. What players would you take from Canada?
To
on
replace
Juventus?
the current, like, if I think we can get better in the summer. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, yeah, but just so any player you can, if you think any player could come into Juventus right now besides Davies, and make us better.
Let me think. I need to think about it. Yeah, the current.
There's 5 players in that Canada team that are currently on teams that made the Champions League knockout stage this year.
Yeah, I liked. But then again, I like Liria. I thought.
Oh,
played
Laria?
well, okay. Oh, Laria. Yeah. I thought he played He played well.
I used to play against him.
That midfielder. I don't know what his name is.
The white guy, Eustachio.
Yeah, he played well.
Yeah.
I thought he played very well. But like Do I want him in my midfield at Juve? I'm not sure.
I wouldn't. Not yet, anyway. Like, yeah.
I don't know. No. I'm not gonna say no.
That's fair. But like that goes to my point. Like that, they had the best performance in the World Cup so far, and we don't want any other players besides one, who wasn't playing in that his actual position.
Yeah, but he played well. Like he was all
Yeah.
over the place.
Yeah.
But that's what I said with the World Cup. Like
Who would you take at Belgium besides De Bruyne?
With the goalkeeper, I think.
Oh yeah, okay, that's obvious. He's
But
the
like,
best in the world.
but I'm not gonna say I need him over Ches. Like I don't
Yeah.
think that's no one at the back. Like I don't know, man.
It's weird, eh? It's
I'm not-
weird.
but I've been honest. Like I'm not high on that team. Like I
Yeah.
don't. I like.
Like, do you take Trossard?
Yeah, he's having
Weird, eh?
like he's free, so probably yeah. You know, you'll take him.
He's free? Is he a free agent?
He should be. He's not going to sign
Oh,
a new
okay,
deal.
cool.
I think his contract is ending. But I still want back. Like it sounds crazy because he was in a hot form for Brighton, but yeah, De Bruyne like that's
That's the only one, right? That he cancels out Davies. Like those two are the
Onana.
stars. By the way, that guy is a monster.
yeah. Like he should have gotten a red card.
I mean,
Or like
whatever.
close. Same for Meunier.
Yeah,
Should have gotten a red, but he has potential. Like, he showed that in the
I
Champions League.
yeah. Onana is on my list.
He has a lot of energy.
Yeah,
But yeah, that Belgian team it's not good. Like
Yeah.
they missed the boat. Like that team shouldn't be winning the World Cup. I don't think they are.
no, I don't think they're. I think they lose to Croatia, to be honest.
Yeah, they could. Like that game could be pointless. Like if they win against Morocco, they're through.
Oh, true. That's right. I forgot about
So
that.
it could be, but I think they're gonna struggle against Morocco. Not because Morocco are high pressing, high intensity the way Canada play. But I just they're gonna win because of experience. Like on Wednesday, like one
Yeah,
world class pass, and it's a goal. Like out of nowhere, it's bingo. That's what it is.
is Lukaku going to be back for that game, or is he done for 2 games
I don't think they're gonna play
at
on
all?
Sunday. On Sunday, no.
Oh, okay. on
Going
Sunday.
off what I saw on TV before I went
Yeah.
live, he's back, but the feeling is he's not gonna risk it for.
Because Batshuayi,
Sunday.
yeah, he scored the goal, but he stinks.
Yeah, he's not good. He plays like he's on loan at Fenerbahce for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, like he's not good. Like everybody knows that, but they have nobody else.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. Well,
when do they
We'll see
play
what
Canada?
happens.
Play on Sunday, right?
Canada plays at 11 a.m. So.
Wait, what?
5 p.m. your time.
Oh, it's the 5 p.m. So who plays? Because I need to play. Oh, it's Japan, Costa Rica. Oh, Spain, Germany.
Spain,
Oh,
Germany
that's
is that day.
like Sunday is a great game. A great day.
Yeah.
It's a very good day. But yeah, it is like not Tielemans very good. I said in the summer when we were linked with Tielemans, yeah, but like I'm not going like sign him. I need Tielemans. Like no,
I would like Tielemans. He played
Yeah.
right wing. So that's kind of weird.
I like
But,
the Donker playing at the back was also weird, but
Yeah. Yeah.
he wasn't good. That's why he got subbed. That's why he got.
Carrasco was bad too. Wow. They like. I was
Yeah,
shocked. I was
they
like.
don't have a
Carra-
good team. Like
Carrasco
they
was
have
getting cooked by
names.
Laria.
like if you see the names, you're like, oh, you know. But
Yeah.
Carrasco's not having a good season. Hazard is not having good years. Alderweireld was playing in the Belgium league. So
So is Vertonghen.
yeah, like and Vertonghen is having a crap season at Anderlecht. Like it is what it is. De Bruyne is
makes it
not
worse
having
that they
his
lost.
best season. Like he's having a good season, but
Yeah.
I've seen him playing much better. He usually picks it up in the second part of the season. Who's out there? Tielemans is hot on goal with Leicester this season. Like he
Yeah.
is. They're all over the place. Lukaku has played probably less
Nothing.
games than I did this season on
Yeah.
Sunday.
And then Witsel still plays midfield.
Like he is. He probably ends the game with a pass accuracy of 100%. But if you look at his pass
Radar?
network, it's just right, left.
Yeah.
Right, it's oh my god! Like if I actively supported Belgium, I would have lost my mind. Like
Yeah.
how is he allowed to do that?
By the way, why doesn't Doku start?
He's not like he's not playing like with the injury. But then again, like he doesn't start Trossard, so I don't know what to tell you.
True. I just think I'd rather start a winger over Tielemans at right wing.
Fair, yeah. Like Hazard was poor. Like besides that first half, in the first half where he cooked that player.
Oh, it was
that-
Johnson.
that
He
first-
was going to Celtic.
With the first touch, like he cooked him. Other than that, like he doesn't have that burst anymore. Like he plays
No.
it easy, simple, and I mean, he looks like a normal player now.
Yep.
But let's see on Sunday what he will do. If they don't win
Yeah.
on Sunday, like let's say they don't win, 1 point, 4 points, Morocco 4 points, and let's say it's a 1 point game for Croatia and Canada. That
Yeah,
final
it'll be
game is
It
gonna
would be
be
4-4-2-2. No, 4-4-2-1.
4-2-2-1.
Oh,
Zero.
because Morocco
Excuse me.
tied. Yeah.
4-2.
4-2-2-1. Because Canada would
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a point.
Yeah, Canada. That final day is gonna be madness. Like,
Yep.
it's gonna be Croatia, Belgium.
Belgium.
Win, you're in. Get a point, you're in. Lose, you're right. It's gonna be all over the place.
Yeah. It's
So
gonna be
I'm
like the
hoping
final.
for-
It's gonna be like the Champions League group. Tottenham, Frankfurt.
I'm hoping for that scenario. I'm actually hoping for that scenario.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, because then you have
Morocco and Canada will play each other like, yeah, we can get through here.
yeah,
definitely.
yeah, and also the Croatia game is gonna be good because you win, you're in.
Yeah.
And Belgium are like, okay, we cannot lose this game, or
Yeah.
so that's gonna be a very good thing to. But I think they're gonna win against Morocco.
Yeah, I think they should. We went to a lot of World Cup stuff there at the end. You done? You gotta go to bed? Okay. Yeah, we'll end it there. Thank you all for watching today. It's been an hour. Good stuff. Juventus talk and the World Cup talk. Always fun. When's my videos dropping? Tomorrow at noon? Your time?
Yeah.
So it's basically a Juventus player rating of the first round of games. When the McKennie one comes out, I didn't take into consideration today. It was the first slate of games. So take that for what it is when you watch, and thank you for watching that. But like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow Bianconerizone on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Bianconerizone. Follow myself at Gennady151 on Twitter. Follow Alejandro at AlejandroBZ on Twitter. And then follow Justin Sofro at Justin Sofro on Twitter. Yeah, anything else you want to say?
No. Tomorrow.
No.
Your video. We will be back live.
Watch it. Watch the
Monday.
videos, guys.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of time to
Please.
do them.
they do.
Justin's editing my videos. Trying to make them nice and
Especially
cool.
the yesterday one with the prediction. That was tough to record.
It looked really good. You were talking to me and I froze.
Really? Oh, well. Yeah, it was tough to record.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time, probably Monday or Tuesday. Ciao, everybody. Peace out. Point? More?